Good afternoon, gentlemen. STP here, bringing you the review video as I was top banana for the last week. So we had Kyle versus Gabe, which was quite close. It was all decided on that last game. Kyle won 112.75 points to 108.75 points. The game that decided that one was the City game, City and West Ham. And Otamendi scored a goal which looked like it had done the business for Gabe, but then Silva got a goal. Oh dear me. So standout performers from Gabe's side. You've got Dominic Calvert-Lewin, that's an inspired choice really, and Otamendi with his goal, as I'd mentioned before. In Kyle's team, you've got David De Gea, who had 14 saves, which Alan Shearer on Match of the Day tells me that is the most saves in a Premier League game since Opta started taking stats, I think. And then you've got David Silva on 23.5. You've also got Victor Moses, who we picked up last minute when he was trying to waiver block, I think. And he got 25 points, so not bad. He broke 100 points. He did last week against me anyway, but that's a good result for him, really. And it puts Gabe down at the bottom with a big fat cheat. The second game, we'll keep the second game until last because that was my monumental victory. We've got the Chudley Cannons 2 versus Colo. This is obviously the top of the table. I could have done with Colo beating Huller, but no such luck. Huller won 138.5 points to 95.5 points for Colo FC 2. Colo FC 2, not any one standout performer. You got a few there. Alonso just over 10, Fabregas 15, De Bruyne 17, Ruben Loftus-Cheek 13, Benteke 10.5. So not massive point scorers, but over his team, he did all right, but not quite breaking 100. And then obviously in Huller's team, he had, as part of the Chelsea game, Hazard with 40.5 points, which looked to be the biggest scorer of the weekend from a single player. He also had Peter Crouch on 15.5 points. Jesus Christ. And Shaqiri, I think he's one of the top midfielders in the game, I think, this season, gets 16 again. Pogba, 12.5, his sending off fucked him up there. But a pretty respectable score there, 138.5 points for Huller. So looking at my side versus Tin, the big fat cheat, I won 178.25 points to 110.75 for Tin. A pretty good game week for me. If you look over my first 11, you've got Pickford with 14, which was pretty decent. My defence was pretty shit, to be honest. But my midfield had Aaron Ramsey 17.5, Sigurdsson 15.5, and then Coutinho 42 points. Tremendous. With Mahrez with 22. So my midfield 4 alone probably won me that tie. And then up front, 2 disappointments in Lukaku and Rooney, but then Firmino with 31.5 points, which was him back in the side after being dropped. Tin's side, obviously it's laden with Man United players, and my computer's just died, so I can't really tell you, but who fucking cares? I think Valencia, obviously he got on the score sheet, I think he got over 20 points. And yeah, he did all right. Obviously, he's just short of the average of 10 points per player, which normally is a good guide to doing well. But never mind. So he's not in the group chat anymore, and fuck knows if he's even playing now. I don't know. So that's your review. In my opinion, I think the trade should be turned back on, but Gabe should rule with an iron fist. And I think if he doesn't think that a trade is going through, honestly, and I think if he thinks that something's going on, then Gabe, you've got the power, man. Just move the players back. Simple. So, yeah, that's the review for this week. I think we should have something else to play for rather than just the points, because some people are losing interest. Tin, I think, which is leading him to cause all sorts of shit. So something like the lowest point scorer of the week or the highest point scorer, which shouldn't just be videos. Something else should happen. I don't know what. Have a think. We should have something else to play for through the week. Maybe that'll juice the second half of the season up. I don't know. But anyway, I need to go and pack. I'm off to Centre Parks for the week. Yay. So I'll speak to you all soon. Bye, guys.